Well, we're taking a bit of a detour today because Mother Nature isn't really cooperating outside. You may hear some thunder here and there in this video. We're gonna tackle a quick project with the Micro Monster truck. A lot of you might remember when I put these SCX24 axles on the truck, and the truck is now considerably slower. The axles hold up better, but it's a good bit slower. So I went ahead and picked up some Overdrive gears, and we're gonna throw those in there today. The back one's already done. I did that one off camera just to run through the process right quick, and I'm happy I did it off camera because I ran into some trouble. Hopefully we won't run into that on the front. Let's get started. So I ended up having a lot more trouble with these than I expected. I was figuring it would be pretty easy, you know, just pull that cover off, remove the drive shaft, pop the axles out, and swap the gears out. But I kind of ran into some trouble. It's due to my own fault, basically. I went cheap on these drive shafts. I went on Amazon and picked up a cheap set of drive shafts, which the drive shafts themselves are pretty strong. I haven't had any trouble with them, but the little cheap screws they come with apparently aren't that great. I tried to remove that screw from the drive shaft and the head of it broke clean off on the rear. So I had to drill it out. Luckily I had an extra shaft, so it wasn't a big deal. Put that one back together and hope to have better luck on the front, but the front had the same exact issue. The actual head of the screw was gone by the time I got to it. I'm not sure if it broke off when running or what happened, but had to drill that one out as well. Again, lucky enough, I had another set of shafts, so I was able to put that in, put it all back together, and now we can test it out and see if it's any faster. Well, it's definitely a little faster. I still don't think it's as fast as that Furitek Rampart with the Enduro axles, but it's got some speed to it. The one thing I've noticed that I'm not really liking is those servos mounted on the chassis. I feel like with these axles, the steering kind of gets hung up. I'm sure you might have seen it here and there. The steering ends up binding and just flexing away and doesn't actually turn the wheels sometimes. So I went ahead and I found some aluminum servo mounts for these size servos. Those should be in a couple of days, and I'll throw those on there and hopefully that'll finish it up and straighten up my steering problem. And we can see how these new axles really perform. That's a whole lot better. It's definitely not as fast as the Furitek truck still, but those overdrive gears did give me a little more speed. It's more of a realistic or scale speed, I guess. I feel more in control of the truck. That other truck is just wild and crazy fast. Obviously, the other thing that's not the greatest, but it just goes to show with these SCX24 axles, which I know you all know already, is there's no real rollout. You let go of the gas and it stops. It's just the fact of the worm gears, but not a big deal. Steering wise, those servos on the axles definitely helps. I feel like I have way more range of steering now, and the truck isn't affected, the steering I should say, isn't affected by driving around. So yeah, I know the micro monster trucks are pretty big right now. Let me know down in the comments below if you've built one, whether it's mine or anyone else's, or maybe you picked up the Furitek Rampart truck. Maybe the more we talk about them, the sooner we'll get a manufacturer putting some research into these things and actually building one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more monster truck action, small scale and big scale, here on the channel. And as always, thanks again for watching. Peace.